Dear Greg, I'm learning about real love, and I can see where being loving is a much happier way to live than being angry all the time. But I have a problem. My father. During my whole childhood, he was physically and emotionally abusive to me, and he continues to be emotionally abusive to this day. I can't begin to describe how many times he has hurt me over the years. I have had a terrible problem with self-esteem my entire life. How can I forgive all those injuries? I just don't see how I can begin to make a dent in all of them. There are too many to forgive.
First, let's address the word forgive. You couldn't possibly talk about forgiving your father unless two things had happened. First, he must have injured you in some way. There has to be an injury before there's something to forgive, right? You don't talk about forgiving somebody for doing something nice to you. Second, he must have injured you intentionally. We don't talk about dispensing forgiveness for accidents. If the rain ruins your picnic, you don't forgive the rain or the clouds because there's nothing intentional about the injury. But if someone uses a hose and intentionally sprays water on your picnic, that's quite a different matter, isn't it? Now we have a genuine offense, something that could be forgiven. So the fact that you use the word forgive in association with your father indicates that you believe that your father has A, injured you, and B, done so intentionally. Now, let's look at that more closely. You've read enough real love literature to understand that every time your father has ever behaved in a hurtful way toward you, he has always been doing some variation of attacking you or lying to you or acting like a victim with you or running from you. He's probably attacked you the most and neglected you, attacking and running. And those are all getting and protecting behaviors. This is nothing new or unique. We all use these behaviors. When we behave badly, it's always getting and protecting behaviors that we're using. And these behaviors are always a response to emptiness and fear, to not having enough real love. When we don't have enough love, when we're empty and afraid, it's like we're drowning. And we use getting and protecting behaviors just to keep our heads above water. We've used this metaphor many places in real love literature. In the process, as we're thrashing about with these behaviors to keep our heads above water, it's unavoidable that we have a negative effect on the people around us. And that is what has happened with you and your father. All during your childhood, your father was emotionally drowning, and regrettably, as he thrashed around using getting and protecting behaviors to save himself, he hurt you. Not because there was something wrong with you, not because he meant to, but because you happened to be close to him. And he hurt you a lot. There is no excusing what he did. It was wrong, selfish, harmful, but you can begin to dramatically change how all these experiences have affected you as you begin to understand why he behaved as he did. We'll be talking more about this in our next session.